middle of the line. Karanis, Miss Alfie up into the air. The lead rope hoisted out the back. An attendant having to grapple with Miss Alfie. All clear given now, though, and they're racing from the inside. Admiral Promo, the first of them to leave over Shake at 23 red. Karanis building tempo. In behind them is Unending. It'll be beautifully placed on, settling down. Revoose pressing on soon after the start. The Cat Ratchet getting back on the inside of Miss Alfie as 23 red now starts to accelerate, comes across. Further back is Tri-Sum, and last of all going up into the back straight, Scarface Romeo. 1300 left to travel. They settle down, and Shake It is the pacemaker in the early part. 3/4 clear from 23 red, who strides across. Karanis over on the inside getting the run of the race, the favourite. Then a length and a half further back is Revoose. On its inside is Admiral Promo, a length and a half to Unending, who did get back into the field, but he's travelling in the clear. The last group, they included the Cat Ratchet, Tri-Sum. Miss Alfie posted 3 deep, and back there last is Scarface Romeo. Shake It is the leader at the 850. Galloping down the riverside, Shake It held together here in front by Parnham. 3/4 clear, 23 red. A length and a half away. Then on the improve around them for Pike is Miss Alfie. Karanis back behind those. One off the fence, travelling fourth, joined on the rails by Admiral Promo. Outside of those is Tri-Sum, who's worked up into the picture. Onto its back is Unending now as they start to bunch a little. Then Revoose getting held up, and forget about the Cat Ratchet and Scarface Romeo, who's back there in a different postcode. Into the straight at the 350, and Miss Alfie continued that sustained run. Went up, grabbed the lead. Tri-Sum sticks on. Revoose behind them. 23 red. Shake It fighting back, and over on the outside is Unending. Shake It reclaims the lead. Revoose is coming at it. Karanis gets into the clear. It's Karanis driving through. Karanis, Revoose, Karanis. Karanis has been able to dig itself out of a hole at the 100 to get home and just win from Revoose. For third, Shake It close up with Tri-Sum, and wide out Unending from the Cat Ratchet, who passed a few of the tied ones, including Admiral Promo. A gap then in the field on pulling up is Miss Alfie, 23 red, and pulling up last of all before going to the turn out of the straight is Scarface Romeo. Well, that was a brilliant ride by Kesh Duran. Karanis was back in a lot of congestion. Karanis was searching for runs, building, but just couldn't quite get through sufficiently until the 11th hour. And then when the gap came, Duran has capitalised upon it, and that's his third Metropolitan winner in about the last week. He was being kept really tight. Tri-Sum wanting to lay in on top of him, and he had to ride the bump and then keep on coming. And Karanis delivers, goes back to back the Piero gelding for trainer Jared Noski and young Kesh Duran. Karanis first home. Second, number 10, Revoose, Steve Parnham. Another minor placing, just the one win from 36 now. And Shake It kicks back on the rails to hold third from Unending wide out. 3, 10, 1 and 2 the placings. The winners raced by Nick Petrides, M. Bassett Scarf, J. Parkinson, G. Hardy. Second home, Revoose by Time Thief from Note d'Amour, Steph Valhalla, Steve Parnham. And third one, Shake It by Universal Ruler from Lady Cherie for Chris Parnham, the rider for trainer Darren McAuliffe. 1:51.45 is the time for the 1800. A long head, 3/4, the margins on the 5th. Race 6, the Heineken 3 handicap, where 4 Boz Snip and 10 Spice Delight both come out there over the 1,000 metres, the next event of the day. But in the meantime, we can head downstairs, and here's Britt about to join us down there with winning trainer Jared Noski and also their part owner Nick Petrides.
Well, I'm still getting used to hearing trainer Jared Noski, one of the few with the dual licence. Jared, this is the horse that obviously gave you your first win as a trainer. He backs it up again today. How did you view that race? You must have just been holding your breath for a moment there.
Yeah, it changed complexion a bit. It was in a Kesha read him really well early. He got into a good spot, and it all sort of went a little bit pear-shaped on the corner, but he got himself out of trouble, and he got up in the end.
You know better than anyone what it's like being out there and taking a tight gap like that. Were you confident that Karanis was going to be able to put his head through and take that gap?
I didn't think he'd pick up like that. I thought he was a bit more one pace than that. So, yeah, it was good to see.
How's he been behind the scenes? Has it just been a case of once you've got him fit, that just bringing him to the races in the best possible condition and he just keeps doing the work for you?
Yeah, I think he's changed a lot since the start of the prep. I think a few runs early where he got back and ran on gave him a lot of confidence, and now he actually wants to find the line a fair bit. So to his credit, he's come a long way.
This business is fun, isn't it, training winners?
A lot better than 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, it had been a tough run, obviously, when it was so narrowly defeated. What's next for Karanis? Do you just take it run by run?
Nick and myself, our main owner, Nick Petridis, would like to see him over ground. That's sort of what we've always been aiming for. So, yeah, if there's a race there, we'll probably try and step him up to 2021 and see what he can do.
Congratulations on the win. I know you're strapping, so go grab him.
Thank you.
Jared Noski there with his second win as a trainer, and wow, what a ride by Keshaw, and it looked like he had a lap full of horse coming into the turn with nowhere to go, and he saw half a gap and he capitalised on that and burst through. And just like Jared said there, Scott, the horse actually really showed a turn of foot to go through the gap rather than just sort of battling away at that one pace.
Well, it seems like confidence is a thing not just for horses, Britt, but also for jockeys, because I dare say for Kesh Duran, if that had been, say, 2 or 3 months ago, that would have been held up the entire length of the home straight and run an eye-catching second, third or fourth. But he is growing in confidence and stature every time he goes to the races, and I can guarantee you one thing, there will be a cheeky little grin on his face when he comes to weigh in, Britt, because I'm sure he'll be happy with that. As you mentioned, it was a lap full of horse from about the 600. Once Willie Pike came around them on Miss Alfie, he was pocketed there, sitting one out, one back, and then coming into the home straight, he got off heels of the horse in front of him. He came to the 3-deep line to follow Willie Pike through on Miss Alfie, and then all of a sudden it was Lucy Warwick and Tri Suam that was holding him in a pocket. So it wasn't probably until the 75 that he did get through, but once he did, he certainly accelerated very, very nicely, which is something that, as Jared said, he might not have been expecting. Once he got out, the bird he thought might have flown. 3, 10, 1 and 2 will grab Keshaw for a word after the victory of Karanis. A very different victory to last start when you were in the clear, Keshaw. How on earth did you get through all those gaps?
It's just under straight, it's just a little bit bumpy, and I'm just still waiting for the gap. And I'm just see Lucy and Pikey, I'm just see just little bit gap, and I say, no. And then it's pretty good horse, very coming strongly.
He seemed to respond to a few whips on the front shoulder too, because you didn't have enough room to get it through the back.
Yeah, I'm just hitting on the shoulder, but he's still traveling very strong, still good.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Keshaw and Jared Noski, they combine with Karanis for the second victory in a row. They were able to combine just 9 days ago, and they do it again, taking out race number 5.